Hi everybody, I'm Dr. Kohila. In this presentation, I'm going to tell you about the three important anastomosis of lower limb. Cruciate anastomosis, trochanteric anastomosis, and spinous anastomosis. What do you think is the purpose of these anastomosis? Okay, when there's going to be an obstruction to the femoral artery, proximal to the origin of the profunda femoris artery, the collateral circulation is established through these anastomosis because these anastomosis are the sites where the branches of the femoral artery anastomose with the branches of the internal iliac or the external iliac artery. Got it? Okay. So now in this image you get to see the posterior surface of the hip joint as well as the back of thigh. Can you see two muscles here? The smaller one is the quadratus femoris. This large bulkier one is adductor magnus. Okay. Now this adductor magnus is a muscle of both medial compartment and posterior compartment of thigh. In the adductor magnus, there are 5 openings. The fifth opening is the largest and it is called adductor hiatus. Through the adductor hiatus, the femoral artery is going to continue as popliteal artery. What passes through the other openings? The perforatas. There are 4 perforatas and these are branches from profunda femoris artery. Each perforator is going to divide into an ascending and descending branch. These ascending and descending branch, they anastomose with one another. And this anastomosis is the main source of blood supply to the muscles of back of thigh. What happens to the descending branch of the last perforator? That is going to anastomose with the superior muscular branch of popliteal artery. This is popliteal artery. This is the superior muscular branch of popliteal artery that is going to anastomose with the descending branch of the fourth perforator. Similarly, what happens to the ascending branch of the first perforator? That will anastomose with the transverse branch of medial circumflex femoral, the transverse branch of the lateral circumflex femoral, and a branch from the inferior gluteal. This together form the cruciate anastomosis. Now, the medial and the lateral circumflex femoral are branches from profunda femoris artery. Inferior gluteal artery is coming from internal iliac artery. Where is the cruciate anastomosis situated? Over there, closely related to the lesser trochanter at the junction between lower border of quadratus femoris and upper border of adductor magnus. Similarly, in the region of the trochanteric fossa, you have another anastomosis between the branches of inferior gluteal artery, superior gluteal artery, lateral circumflex femoral artery, and the ascending branch of medial circumflex femoral artery. This is called trochanteric anastomosis. Okay, trochanteric anastomosis over the trochanteric fossa in relation to the greater trochanter. Cruciate anastomosis is the junction between quadratus femoris and adductor magnus in relation to the lesser trochanter. Now, in the region of the anterosuperior iliac spine, branch from the superior gluteal, branch from the lateral circumflex femoral will anastomose with superficial circumflex iliac, which is coming from femoral artery, and deep circumflex iliac, which is coming from external iliac artery. This anastomosis is called spinous anastomosis. Now, how to remember all these branches? Cruciate anastomosis. Remember this? Patriotic Indians love Modi ji. Got it? Cruciate anastomosis. Trochanteric anastomosis. Superior gluteal. And then what is the other branch? Inferior gluteal, lateral circumflex femoral, medial circumflex femoral. South Indians love masala. Okay. Spinous anastomosis. Yes, spinous anastomosis, how to remember that? What are the branches here? Superficial circumflex iliac, deep circumflex iliac, lateral circumflex femoral, and then superior gluteal. Sakshi Dhoni looks smart. Okay, got it? Hope this presentation was useful. Thank you.